From Grayson County High School, the Grayson County Lady Cougars look to get themselves back into the win column, playing another opponent a little bit unfamiliar. The Washington County Commanderettes make their first ever trip to Grayson County for only the fourth all-time matchup between Grayson County and Washington County. And a good evening and welcome here to the Cougar Den for tonight's coverage of Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105 and also live via K105 digital production. Sam Gormley with you tonight. This is the Locker Room Show. Appreciate you taking the time to join in with us. Coming up on the Locker Room Show, we are going to introduce you to both the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Washington County Commanderettes. We will run down the starting lineups, and of course, we'll talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston. That comes up and more right here on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog! He's a fake!
Oh!
I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on the Commanderettes from Washington County. Washington County 2-2 entering this game, a member of the 19th district. Last year were 11-20. Most wins, though, that 11 was their most wins since the 2012-2013 season when they went 16-14. Their leading scorer this season is Tashira Smiley. 13 points, 5.2 rebounds per game. Izzy Medley averaging 4.5 points. Kylie Newton averaging 6.8. One of their second leading scorer, Zakiah Thompson, not here tonight and will not play. It's a storyline that we're going to have to keep an eye on throughout this game. She averages 9 points a game. Last year led the team at about 7.2 points a contest. It's a huge loss for this Commanderettes team, and it'll be interesting to see how Grayson County can fight against that, against the Commanderette team that has had 4 games this year, and the scores of them are all very interesting. They defeated Southern 70-18. Lost to Marion County 62-36, beat Fort Knox 49-26, and then lost to Bethlehem earlier this week 86-26. So they've had one game that they've won by a lot, they've had one game that they've lost by a lot, and then they've had 2 that they've won by a decent amount and lost by a decent amount. So it's been kind of a hot and cold start for this Washington County team. Lady Cougars 1-3. We'll introduce you to them coming up next, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County Lady Cougars getting ready to take on the Commanderettes from Washington County. Lady Cougars 1-3 on the season. They lost last time out to Ohio County 60-49. In that game, they were led by Arissa Riggs, who had 13 points. Sydney Perkins in that contest, she added 10, and then 7 each from Kennedy Green and from Isabel Blanton. Bree Jones also in the scoring with 6 points. For this Lady Cougar team, they had their first win of the season last Saturday against University Heights. Be interesting to see how they can go up against this team, because tomorrow is a big one as they host Edmonson County here at the Cougar Den. The players you need to know, of course, for Grayson County: Sydney Perkins, Arissa Riggs, the 2 leading scorers. Kennedy Green, though, has been playing very well as of late, and she is just so close to having the breakout performance. Lady Cougars are coached by Todd Johnston. We'll talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting Legion.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it all.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. Coach, you've had the chance to go back and watch the film of Ohio County. Do you feel better or worse?
Well, I feel worse because I feel like I let the girls down. Midway through the third quarter, we should have changed our defense a little bit. You know, they had gained the momentum. We should have gone zone. They were 0 for 11 from the three-point line. We kept pressing and then stayed in man, and they shot a ton of free throws because we couldn't stay in front of the Kennedy girl, and had a couple bad matchups in late that they took advantage of. And, you know, I tell our girls all the time, I hold them to a high standard. I hold them accountable when they make mistakes. I want them to acknowledge it and make it, and I do that to myself. But I felt like I let them down a little bit because we should have done something to change the momentum of the game, and that's changing defense a little bit. You know, again, zoning because they didn't make a three the entire night, but they hit 24 free throws.
Now, JV is currently playing as we're recording this. You've got a lot of players that play. I think, in fact, pretty much your entire JV team is also on your varsity team. How do those players take advantage of those moments to get better, to get themselves more varsity playing time?
Well, an example is tonight we're playing Isabel down JV. Now, some of that has to do with our middle school girls not being here because they have a game tonight. But, you know, they should be more prepared after the JV game when they come in to the varsity game because they've played a full game now. And, you know, the JV team's going to do the exact same thing offensively and defensively as the varsity, and they should have the cuts down that the varsity or the JV girls are making. You know, if they play against those JV girls in the varsity game, then they should have their tendencies down. And I tell our girls all the time that, you know, our defense should be at its best in the fourth quarter because you've had 3 quarters now to get used to how they cut, where they go, how fast they are. Do they cross screen? Do they down screen? Do they ball screen? So those things should help them in a JV game, and you carry that over in the varsity game.
Tomorrow's obviously a big game. There's no secret about that. First district game, Edmondson, home. We could just keep going on storylines adding into that. What benefits, though, does it bring to play a game the night before to get yourself ready?
Well, we haven't thought about them yet. All of our preparations have been for Washington County, and earlier in the week, of course, it was Ohio County. So, you know, we'll go out and do what we do tomorrow night without any special preparation just because we haven't had the time to do that. Now, if we play them again later in the year and we got days to prepare, then we're probably going to try to do a different thing, a couple of different things. And then if we're fortunate enough to get to play them in the district, hopefully for the championship, then obviously we'll have time to prepare, and there'll be, you know, you always tweak and, you know, you monitor and adjust. You monitor the situation and you adjust accordingly to it, and we'll definitely do that. But tomorrow night we're just going to go out and play and see what happens, and, you know, we'll try to trap a little bit. We'll man mostly like we always do, and then, like I said, maybe later in the year we'll have an opportunity to do something different for them.
What do you know about Washington County?
Well, they're athletic. They're better than UHA. You know, they're similar to UHA in that they don't play very many people. Depth is an issue, but they have a bunch of seniors. They didn't win very many last year, just like us, so they're hungry for a win. But their post play bothers me because they're big and strong, and hopefully we can turn them over a little bit and then make some shots on the other end because they zone probably 90% of the time.
How do you pick up that win?
Well, make shots, rebound, again, try to force some turnovers. The one thing about the Ohio County game that I really like is we got 58 shots. We didn't make very many of them, but we got 58, and that's a season, well, not a season high with UHA, but, you know, that's more around where I want it. And playing fast but without the fouls. You know, when we had the press against Ohio County, we committed a lot of fouls. So hopefully we can press more tonight without fouling as much.
Coach, good luck. One more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
The Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Washington County Commanderettes are just a few minutes away from getting underway here from the Cougar Den. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Commanderettes from Washington County with a record of 2-2. Senior point guard Anastasia Riley. She's averaging 6 points a game. Kylie Newton is the freshman guard, number 14, 6.8 points a contest. Senior forward, number 22, Ari Eaglin. She's averaging 3.2 points. Izzy Medley is the freshman forward at 4.5 points. And Tashira Smalley, she's averaging 13 points a contest. Once more, that lineup is Riley, Newton, Eaglin, Medley, and Smalley. Assistant coaches are Christina Segresi and Lexi Thompson, and the head coach is Scott Elder. Now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Senior guard number 5, Arissa Riggs. She is averaging 6.3 points a game this year. Junior guard number 10, Sydney Perkins. Sophomore guard number 11, Sutton Van Meter. Freshman forward, Kennedy Green. And senior guard number 22, Briley Renfro. Once more, that's Riggs, Perkins, Van Meter, Renfro. Assistant coach tonight is Brian Jones. The head coach is Todd Johnston. The play-by-play is next here on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Grayson County and Washington County moments away from getting underway here from the Cougar Den. Washington County with a record of 2-2. Grayson County with a record of 1-3. We'll take a break. All of the play-by-play from the Cougar Den comes up next here on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff.
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
It's time for basketball in Litchfield between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Washington County Commanderettes. Sam Gormley here with you on the call from the Cougar Den. Your starting lineups one more time For Grayson County, Riggs, Perkins, Van Meter, Green, and Renfro. And for Washington County, Riley, Newton, Edlin, Medley, and Smalley. As your officials for tonight's game, John Bettner, Jim O'Brien, and Joe Jeffries. Good crew here today. Should be a great matchup between these two teams. Your coaching matchup, both in their second season leading the girls program. Scott Elder for Washington County, 13-22. Todd Johnston for Grayson County, 4-25 at the helm of the Lady Cougars, but 252 and 183 overall. The opening tip, Kennedy Green to jump against Smalley, and the opening tip is controlled by Washington County as it's run down by Riley, and a cross-court pass, and that's how we get underway. Washington County 2-2 on the year. They finished last season 11-20 as there's a 3 left wing. The bank is not open, and the long rebound is out of bounds off of Grayson County as Perkins wasn't able to corral it. It's going to stay Commander-Rat basketball. As Washington County 11-20 last year, they lost to the 19th District semifinals. 11 wins, though, was the most in a season since 2012-2013 when they went 16-14. Last year, similar to Grayson County, they struggled to score as there's an 18-foot jumper from straight away, nothing but net put in by Medley, and Washington County strikes first. They're up 2-0 against Grayson County 30 seconds into today's game. Grayson County coming in off of a loss to Ohio County 60-49. First quarter of that game was really good as the Lady Cougars were up 16-7. The rest of the game left a little bit to be desired in that one. Todd Johnston told us in his pregame talk that he was disappointed in himself for not making some changes before it was too late. Renfro at the free throw line. Passes off to Van Meter. Right wing 3 is off the back of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Washington County on the interior. And the Commanderettes are going to have their second offensive possession of the game, up 2-0. Just a little over 1 minute into the game. Right side pass to Newton. Newton gives it back out front to Riley. Riley bounce pass inside, now back. Trying to get it outside. Smalley tried to find Newton in the near corner, but it goes out of bounds. 2-0, Washington County on top of Grayson County. 6 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Lady Cougars looking to pick up their second win of the season, something that they did not do until January of last year. Renfro with the basketball. On the near side, bounce pass to Riggs. Riggs gets around the defender, drives down right side, gets the basket in, and the Lady Cougars are on the board with a basket from Arissa Riggs. And here comes the zone pressure defense for the Lady Cougars, and the Commanderettes have no issue breaking it. Bounce pass down to the left side, layup good in transition. It is put in by Smalley. And Washington County strikes first 4-2, and I'm not sure Scott Elder could draw up a much better press break offense there. Lady Cougars set it up. It was just run really well by the Commanderettes. Out front, Renfro swings it over to Van Meter on the far side of the floor. With the right hand, she gives it back to Renfro, fires a bounce pass to Riggs. Riggs kicks it out to the far side to Green. Green swings it over to Renfro, out straight away at the free throw line. Renfro dumps it down to the right block to Riggs, who's fouled from behind. I believe they're going to call this on Riley. That is going to be her first and the team's first. Ball will stay on the floor for the Lady Cougars to pass in from underneath of their own basket. It'll be Perkins. Into the near corner to Van Meter. Out front to Riggs. Gives it back to Perkins. Deep left side 3 is a little too long. Rebounded by Green on the floor, and she's fouled on the putback. Foul's whistled on Edlin. That'll be her first and the team's second. Free throws will come for Kennedy Green. She will shoot 2. The freshman stares down the rim. The rainbow free throw is nothing but net. Green has been playing very well as of late. She's so close to really making something happen. Second free throw by Green is good. Nothing but net. Kennedy Green makes them both. We're tied up at 4. 5 minutes and 35 seconds to play. Sydney Perkins gets her hand on the inbounds pass and knocks it into the Washington County bench. The Edlin to trigger in from in front of the bench. Grayson County setting up the 1-3-1 full court defense. They throw it the length of the floor. It is caught by Medley. Medley dumps it off to the left block, recovering the basket, no good. And it's punched out on the rebound, out of bounds off of Grayson County. It's good to see Mr. Spirit for Grayson County. He's there underneath of the basket. He even caught the rebound and gave it to the official. In the near corner, Medley, she crosses it, an 18-foot jumper. Left side is short, rebounded on the floor, and it is Washington County. Giving it outside now to Riley. Riley on the right side, to the right elbow to Smalley. 3 left side, no good. Rebound on the floor, bouncing around. Washington County's got it, put back, no good. Rebounded by Green for Grayson. She gives it off to Van Meter, who breaks the timeline across the far side. Angles back here towards the near side. Handoff pass Renfro at the top of the key to Riggs. Riggs faked the drive down, crosses it to Perkins in the near corner, bobbled it, still delivers the 3. It is in and out. Rebounded on the floor by Washington County, and immediately Edelin looks to push. She loses control of the dribble, saves it back inbounds into the hands of Newton. Off to the left side, a jumper is no good, in and out. Riggs got the rebound. Had it wrapped up almost by Smalley for Washington County. Riggs down the right side, gets around, flips it up, but is fouled on the drive by Washington County. He called on Medley, I believe. It is on Medley. That is her first, team's third. Riggs to the line to shoot 2. She's been shooting the free throw much better as of late. And the first free throw is good there for Riggs. Grayson County's got their first lead of the contest now at 5-4. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Second free throw, good. Riggs makes them both. Lady Cougars 4 of 4 from the free throw line to start. They got the lead. A length of the floor pass. It's caught at half court by Medley. Medley dumps it off left side. Layup good on the interior. Basket was put in by Edelin. She gets her first points of the game. Edelin only averaging 3.2 points a contest, but leads the team at just under 10 rebounds a game. Riggs down the right side, gets it out to a deep right wing 3 by Perkins, who puts it in. Perkins had 2 wide open 3s that she couldn't put down. That one she does. The ball gets knocked almost out of, it is out of bounds off of Grayson. Perkins was almost able to run it down, but Todd Johnston was standing in the way instead. Medley to pass in for the Commanderettes. Gives it into Riley. Riley straight away. Finding help down to the right block. Edelin shot in and out. Rebounded on the floor, and a foul's going to be called. No jump ball. Doesn't matter. It's still going to give the basketball to Grayson County. 9-6. Grayson County on top. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left here in our opening quarter from Grayson County High School. Near side, Renfro. Renfro at the free throw line. Crosses to Perkins. She's left alone from 3 again, and she makes them pay again. Back-to-back 3s for Perkins. Grayson's got their largest lead of the game at 12-6. It's an 8-2 run for Grayson, and a foul in the backcourt is going to be called on Kennedy Green. Todd Johnston wanted a walk. For Green, that's just her first and the team's first. It's one of Kennedy Green's first fouls she's been called on this year. That's not her game, and now Washington throws it away in the backcourt, but it was touched by Green. It's going to stay Commanderette basketball. 3:34 left in the first quarter. Grayson's doubled up Washington 12-6. Into the backcourt goes Medley. She's double teamed, loses it into the hands of Van Meter. Van Meter hands it off to Renfro. Renfro handoff pass to Perkins, who's blocked on the shot. Into the hands of Renfro. Back out to Perkins. 3 right side, off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Riley for Washington County. Riley looks to push down the right side, flips it up right side. Layup good for Anastasia Riley. She gets her first points. 4 Commanderettes have scored in this game. Perkins drives down from 10 feet. Shot's no good. Gets the rebound. Puts it back up. And she's fouled by Washington County on the interior. Foul's called on Riley. That is her second. Team's 4th. Perkins to the free throw line. She will shoot 2. The junior stares down the rim, lets the first one fly. It is good. Isabel Blanton and Ella Narvaez will enter the game for Grayson County. Blanton has been playing extremely well over her last 2. She's averaging 12 points a game, had the career high 17 against University Heights. Second free throw by Perkins is good. Lady Cougars have made all 6 of their free throws, and that's the difference in the game. 14-8, 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Passing into the middle was Jolie Logston, who's into the game for Washington County. A shot off the left side's no good. Perkins gets the loose ball for Grayson. Here come the Lady Cougars looking to push. Perkins comes down here towards the near side, drives down, flips it up. Shot's no good, but Sydney Perkins will go to the free throw line. Lady Cougars are going to have to start paying rent at the free throw line if they keeps on going. Foul called on Edlin. That's her second and the team's fifth. Todd Johnston going to go back to the bench with two more players after this first free throw from the junior Perkins. Free throw's up, and it is good for Perkins. Into the game, Bree Jones, the 7th grader for Grayson County, and also Lucy Torrance. She is the freshman for the Lady Cougars. Riggs and Van Meter will take a seat. Second free throw by Perkins is off the back of the iron, no good. Long rebound is going to be a loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. And Washington County's got the arrow. 15-8, Grayson County on top of Washington County. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Medley to trigger. Grayson's got the full court pressure set up. Trapped in the backcourt was Logston, and a foul almost on the steal. Fouling Newton was Perkins. It's her first, team's second. Passing in on the far side of the floor will be Medley. She gives the ball in to Newton, who's going to run the point with Riley out on the bench with those two fouls. Blanton gets her hand on the passing lane. It's taken away by Jones. Jones crosses it to Narvaez. Transition layup, good. Ella Narvaez down the left side. Makes the shot off the assist from Bree Jones. Great ball movement there, and a reach-in foul on Blanton is going to be called. That is her first, team's third. 17-8, Grayson County on top of Washington County. 2:18 left here in the first quarter. Sydney Perkins has 9 first quarter points for the Lady Cougars. Down on the near side, our right side three is way long by Newton. Rebounded on the floor by Narvaez. Narvaez gives Jones. Jones straight away in between the circles, dumps it off to the right side to Blanton, who feeds Perkins. Right side three, count it! Sydney Perkins knocks in the three. 30-second timeout taken by Washington County. It's 20-8. Lady Cougs on top. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
3 threes in the first quarter of play. Grayson County leads Washington County 20-8. Perkins has 12 points for the game as a whole for Grayson County. Scott Elder took that quick 30-second timeout trying to switch something else after Perkins had just been left alone from three in that corner multiple times. Running the point at the top of the key is going to be the freshman Kylie Newton. Appeared in every game this season, averaging just under 7 points a game. It's 3 points and 3 rebounds the last time that the Commanderettes were out. And we have something on the floor. As Shane Decker, assistant principal, ran out onto the floor. It looked like a ping pong ball. Not sure where that came from, but I just noticed it on the floor, and the official smartly stopped play before it continued to roll, and that's going to be deflected, they're going to say, into the backcourt. Newton has it on the near side, guarded by Jones. Grayson County just in a standard man-to-man defense. Really good defense by Jones. Newton gets around her and just loses the ball off of her own foot. John Bettner, the official, right there on top of it to say it is Grayson County basketball. 20-8. Grayson County on top of Washington County. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Jones picks up her dribble as she crosses the half-court line to Blanton on the left wing. Blanton feeds Riggs, near corner three, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound on the floor. Riggs saves it in. It's off of Washington County. Ooh, I guess her foot must have been on the baseline because Riggs threw the ball in off of Zakiah Hughes, who's into the game. She's only appeared one game. In that one game, she was 3 or 4 for the field for 6 points and a rebound. As Scott Elder with the foul trouble, and now the ball's thrown away into the hands of Riggs. Riggs falls down with it. It's going to be a loose ball, jump ball possession. Will head towards Grayson. Todd Johnson now almost going with a platoon sub here as Perkins, Renfro, Van Meter, Green all enter. Jones, Blanton, Torrance, and Narvaez take a seat. The only player that remains into the game that was already in was Riggs. Yet the starting lineup on the floor, out of the inbounds pass, deep left wing three. Perkins just a little bit too long. Rebounded by Hughes for the Commanderettes. 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bobbling the ball. Out front now to Logston, the 8th grader. Grayson County now shifted back to zone, and an interior pass taken away by Van Meter. Down to a wide open Green. Layup, right side, good. Kennedy Green's got 4 points in the first quarter of play. It's 22-8 Grayson. Now they're setting up the press. This time it is broken by the Commanderettes. On the far side, picking up the dribble outside to Logston. Logston drives in, 18 feet left side short. Gets her own rebound, put back no good. Rebounded on the floor, bouncing around, and Grayson County's got it. Riggs out to the far side to Van Meter. Van Meter breaks the timeline. Stutter steps on the far side of the floor. Tries to angle it back. Right side three. Off the pass. Riggs in and out. How that ball didn't fall, I'll never know. And we'll have a jump ball that's going to give Washington County the ball with 3.7 seconds to play. Arissa Riggs is probably going to go look at that rim later and say, what did I do to make that shot not fall? 3.7 on the clock. Grayson County up 22-8. Washington's got to get a shot off. Newton will not get one off. The end of the first quarter, Grayson leads Washington 22-8. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake!
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it all.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Grayson County leads Washington County 22-8 as we start the second quarter of play. Here from the Cougar Den, Sydney Perkins, 12 points to lead all scorers in that first quarter play. Kennedy Green and Arissa Riggs each added 4 apiece as well. It'll be Grayson County basketball, sticking with them, working from right to left on your radio dial, as typical here at the Cougar Den. And they will have the basketball as a bounce pass out front to Riggs. Riggs will give it off to the right side to Van Meter. Van Meter off to Renfro. Renfro to Green. Green drives to our baseline, crosses it to Perkins, who fires a pass to the left wing to Van Meter. 3 left side is short. It's an air ball, rebounded on the floor by Washington County. Here come the Commanderettes. Up the near side of the floor goes Edelin. She angles back towards the far side and gives it back into the middle to Riley, who's back into the game with the 2 fouls. Right side Newton into the near corner. Bobbled on the pass is Medley. She gets it back. Gains it back to Newton. Newton drives near baseline. Floater from 5 feet is short. Rebounded on the floor by Renfro. Renfro trying to find help. Finds it with Van Meter. Van Meter up the far side of the floor, working 1-on-3. Euro step, flips it up right side short. She gets the rebound, but her foot was on the baseline. (22-8), 7:08 to play here in the first half of play. It's up the far side of the floor, an outlet pass down to the right side, bounding around, and Riggs comes down with it. Riggs spins it around. Got it up the far side of the floor. It's a right side pass to Van Meter. Van Meter will give it to Renfro. Renfro bounce pass to the right elbow to Riggs. Drives down the right side. Good. Riggs gets the layup to fall. She's got 6 points. And Grayson County leads Washington County 24-8. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. Out front to Newton. And Newton walks with it at the top of the key, and the basketball will head back towards Grayson County. 6:34 left here in the first half. 24-8, Lady Cougars on top. He's Sutton Van Meter to run the point for Grayson. Renfro left side. 2-1-2 zone for Washington County. Right side Green, 18-footer. Far side is an air ball. Rebound is off the hands of Edelin, but it goes into the hands of Newton. As she drives up the near side of the floor, she is fouled by Renfro. For Renfro, her first, team's fourth. Got a sub into the game here for Grayson County. It'll be Isabel Blanton will re-enter. Riley Renfro will take a seat. 6:16 left here in the first half of play. Lady Cougars on top of the Commanderettes, 24-8. Inside the lane, the shot high off the glass, no good. Rebound put back inside, good by Edelin. Edelin gets the basket to go. It's 24-10. 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. They meet her spreading it out. Got a 4-round-1 look with Riggs at the free throw line. Over to the far side to Blanton. Blanton drives down the right side, flips it up. Right side left short. Rebound tapped out into the hands. Out front to Van Meter. Van Meter into the near corner to Perkins. 3 up and good. Perkins has 15 points, 4 threes in the first half of play. And Grayson County leads 27-10. Green's got her hand on the ball in the backcourt. Throw it away. Back into the hands of Perkins. Pulls up. Transition 3, left side. Short. Rebound inside by Green. Her shot's blocked back into her face. She gets her own rebound. Gets it in the near corner to Perkins. Perkins gets it outside now to Riggs. Riggs at the free throw line. Gives it off to Blanton on the right side. Bounce pass inside. Taken away by Washington County, who immediately looks to push. Up the near side of the floor. Shots up. And an offensive foul is going to be called. Sutton Van Meter got her feet set. Medley runs her over. And Medley picks up her second foul, team's 6th. Sutton Van Meter has gotten incredibly good at that. You saw it a lot last year where she just gets into the lane and makes sure that nobody can do anything. At the free throw line, Riggs has it. Out front to Van Meter. Van Meter dribbling it with the left hand. Quickly double teamed. On the 2-1-2 zone. Fires to the free throw line to Riggs. Riggs crosses it to Green. Green bounce pass to Blanton. Blanton inside to Riggs. Right side on the right block. Riggs gets the basket. Timeout taken by Washington County. 29-10. 4 minutes and 42 seconds to play in the first half. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Grayson County on top, 29-10, 4:42 left here in the first half of play. Sydney Perkins, in the words of one of our K105 digital production crew members, Cole Snyder, as he would always say, she's putting on a master class right now here in the first half. Give Cole a shout out here, even though he's backing out. I'm working the broadcast tonight. We're having to call in some backups to help us out. In transition, Washington County flip shot left side is no good by Riley. Rebound out of bounds off of Riggs. Basketball will stay with the Commanderettes. To pass in, off to the left side to Riley. Riley guarded by Perkins. Perkins gives it off to the right side to Medley. Medley now 3, right side is over top of the backboard. Shot was no good by Newton. 29-10. Grayson County on top of Washington County. 4:20 left here in the first half. Riggs out front to Perkins. Perkins drives down the right side, flips it up, right side shot, good! Count the basket, she'll go to the line. Foul called on Medley, that is her third, team 7th. And Todd Johnston's going to have a full substitution here. Jones, Torrance, Renfro, and Narvaez enter. If Perkins can knock down this free throw, Peyton Bowman will enter the game for the first time as well. Bowman is the 7th grader, and Perkins will knock in that free throw. So Peyton Bowman gets her moment into the game. Bowman is the 7th grader, had 4 points in the game against University Heights, all from the free throw line. And only her 2nd career appearance. Bowman gets the trap into the middle, finding Edelin. Edelin fires the pass down to the left block, too much on it. The ball is out of bounds off of Washington County. Edelin had a little too much on the pass, bounces off. goes out of bounds. Johnston going with the younger lineup of Jones, Bowman, Torrance, Narvaez, and Renfro. Renfro is the elder statesman out there for Grayson. Right side Torrance, pass inside to Renfro. Right side shot no good. Rebounded on the inside by the Commanderettes. And walking with it on the rebound was Smalley. 3:49 to play here in the second quarter. It's 32-10. Grayson County on top of Washington County. Bree Jones to trigger. Scans once, scans twice, scans a third time, gets it into Renfro on the far side. Renfro back to Jones, thought about the three, and that extra hesitation caused her to take an extra step, and a walking violation is called. 32-10, 3:46 left here in the second quarter. Grayson County on top of Washington County. In the middle, a foul is going to be called on the inbounds. Whistled on Renfro. That is her second. Team's fifth. Lexi Logston will come in now for Grayson. It's her first minutes of this ball game. Up the near side, and a double dribble is going to be called. She did palm it for a second. Riley, it's just a little bit of a hesitation. It was one of those things that she didn't know she did it. When the official blew it, you could tell she was like, oh yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Jones to pass in from right in front of the Commanderette bench. She's got to get it in. Bounce pass into Bowman, and Bowman took an extra step with it on the left wing. We're all traveling right now. I think that's 3 or 4 straight traveling violations on both teams here. Are we going to have 4? Washington County's got it. Nope, it's instead foot on the floor, taken away Logston. Jones fed her. Nice job by the 7th grader to get her hand in on the passing lane. Bowman out front. Bounce pass to Narvaez. Narvaez swings it to the left wing to Logston. Logston out front to Torrance. Torrance right side Narvaez. Narvaez lost the dribble, gains it back. Nice defense by the Commanderettes. She needs to find help, and now a reach-in foul is going to be called at the top of the key. Whistled on Edelin. That is her third. Team's 8th, and Ella Narvaez will go to the free throw line. She will shoot one in the bonus. Narvaez, this will be her first career free throw attempts.
Her third, team's 8th. Huge check back in for Washington County.
Narvaez will shoot one and the bonus. The sophomore stares down the rim. Lets it fly. The line drive shot is good. I always like the difference in free throw attempts. You saw Kennedy Green earlier, who I think almost touched the rafters on her free throw. And Ella Narvaez here is trying to skip it off the front of the rim. And listen, guess what? Narvaez misses that one off to the left. Rebound, Torrance on the floor for Grayson, but she took an extra step on the rebound. But you know what? If you're Todd Johnston, and he does, I look down, he's clapping his hands because, listen, yes, you walked with it, but everything else was right. She curled around the player, got the loose ball. I mean, exactly right. It doesn't matter how your free throws look. As long as they're hitting the bottom of the net and going in. Now another steal here on the inbounds. Bowman's got it. Bowman drives down the right side. Layup, good. Peyton Bowman gets her first career shot from the field. And it's 35-10. Grayson County on top of Washington County. 2 minutes and 54 seconds, and now Bowman is going to pick up a foul at the half-court line as Riley was coming up the near side of the floor. Bowman, that is only her first, team 6. Free throws will come for the remainder of the half, the remainder of this 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Left side shot, 3 is up, and it is short, no good. Rebounded on the floor by Newton. She gets the off to the near side, basket good by Hughes. Washington County not a team that shoots the 3 a lot. In fact, as there's a shot by Bowman left side, she took an extra step. And Todd Johnston tells Peyton Bowman she was all alone from 3. And I'm not denying that Todd is correct. Said, you made 5 in the last game, meaning the JV game. Shoot the 3. You know, especially because you're a 7th grader. Narvaez gets her hand on the pass. Washington County is able to recover and get it back. Passing down and throwing it away, almost hitting Mr. Spirit. Lexi Logston was able to get it back, though. 35-12, 2 minutes and 22 seconds left here in the second quarter. We talked a lot about how good it is to see Mr. Spirit back here. He's been battling cancer. Tragically lost his wife. It's just good to see you back into the game. As a floater inside the free throw line by Jones. No good. Narvaez gets the rebound, finds Torrance. Torrance right side shot, gets the roll. Fed from Narvaez. Torrance gets the basket. Todd Johnson going to go back to the platoon system here and bring in the new players. And another foul, touch foul, going to be called on Jones. That's her first. Team's 7th free throws will come, 1 in the bonus. For Washington County, it'll be taken by Nastasia Riley. Riley, this season, just about 61% from the free throw line. She will shoot 1 in the bonus. Well, Todd Johnson at first was going to bring in the full board of substitutions, but now he's brought him back to the bench. Free throw by Riley. First one is good. Washington County and Grayson County have played 3 times in their history. Grayson County leads 2-1. First time they've ever played here at Grayson County High School. They played at Caverna in 2008 as that free throw is no good off the back of the iron. Torrance got the rebound for Grayson County as Jones has it on the right side, drives down the right side, flips it up, right side shot, can't get it to roll in. Rebound is out of bounds off of Bowman on the interior. They played at Caverna in 2008. Grayson County won 74-52. They played in Springfield at Washington County in 2006. 47-34 was the Grayson County win. And then they played at LaRue County in 2001. The Commanderettes got that one 60-50. Interior pass knocked around and taken away by Jones for Grayson. Jones up the middle of the floor. Bounce pass to the left block to Bowman, who lays it in on the left side. Peyton Bowman's got 4 points in the quarter. And Grayson County up 39-13, 1:16 to play in the second quarter. 3 in transition is short, rebounded on the floor by Torrance. Torrance feeds it out to Logston on the far side. Logston working down the right side. Layup, no good, but Lexi Logston will get her chance at the free throw line.
Washington County foul number 4, Riley, her 3rd, team number 9.
And for Logston, this will be her first career free throws as well. Take any last season and has yet to take some this year. She will shoot 2. First one is no good off the back of the iron for the freshman guard, Lexi Logston. Isabel Blanton will come into the game in place of Ella Narvaez. 1:06 left here in the second quarter. Logston gets the second. It is off the back of the iron as well. Rebounded on the floor by Torrance. Outside to Blanton. 10 feet near side. Nothing but net for Isabel Blanton. That's only her first points of the game. Grayson County has scored 41 points here in this first half of play. And in the interior, knocked around, taken away by Logston. Logston outlet to Blanton, who can't run it down. Just a little too much on the pass by Logston. Todd Johnston not unhappy necessarily with that pass, just a little bit too much. It's like a quarterback. Sometimes you overthrow the wide receiver. Our director tonight, Jaden Kinney's never been overthrown, though, in his life. He's got that 4.2 speed, like Jamar Chase. 40 seconds left in the second quarter, 41-13. On the left side, pass down to the right block, thrown away. Grayson County's got the basketball. .3 on the clock here in the second quarter. I like that Todd Johnston has gone to this lineup for the majority of this second quarter. I mean, this is the future. I mean, you've got some of the future sitting on the bench and players like Kennedy Green as Blanton drives down. Nice move, curls around, can't get the shot on the left side. It's no good, rebounded by the Commanderettes. Quickly moving up the near side of the floor goes Newton. She picks up her dribble with a handoff pass to Moore. She lets the 3 fly. It's short, rebounded on the floor by Logston looking for help. Finds it with a bounce pass to Jones, who gets it at her feet with 6 seconds. Jones has got to work, and she's fouled about 25 feet away from the basket. It's called on Jada Draper. That is her first. Team's 9th. Bree Jones to the free throw line. She will shoot 1 and 1. Jones is 2 of 3 from the free throw line in her career. She gets 1 in the bonus here. First one is good. Nothing but net for Bree Jones. Jones lets the second fly and gets the shooter's roll. Bree Jones makes both. Grayson County on top 43-13. 5 seconds left here in the second quarter. Washington County's got to get something going. 2 seconds, 1 second. A heave at the buzzer is no good. The end of the first half. Grayson County 43, Washington County 13. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service. Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
What a first half of play for Grayson County here in this one, as they are on top 43-13. I thought the first half performance on Saturday against University Heights was impressive. Well, they just come in through here and score 43. So the first half of those two games, they've combined for 83 points between University Heights and Washington County. I mean, there's not much to dislike if you're Grayson County. I mean, you allow 13 points in the first half of play. It doesn't get much better than that. I think if you want to pick on one thing, rebounding at times wasn't necessarily great. But other than that, I mean, when you're up by 30 at the half, there's not much you can really say. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down the scores from this game, the scores from around the region, and get you ready for half number 2. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is vaping? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
On K105.
It's all Lady Cougars in this one. They are on top 43-13 at the half. See if we can't find a score or two from around the region to bring you here on this 8th day of December. At the half, girls basketball, LaRue County and Campbellsville all knotted up at 33. Halftime in girls basketball, E-Town leads Central Hardin 19-6. Got a barn burner going on there. Let's see what other scores I have to bring you, and really, that appears to be most of the ones from around this area. At least that has popped up. Grayson County leads Washington County 43-13 at the half. They're up by 30. As I see here, here's a score that I'm going to bring just because anytime that I can give a shout-out to Bracken County, I'll give it to them. They're up 53-46 at the end of the third quarter. I think we talked about this last Saturday, about Bracken County and their mascot. They're the Polar Bears. And again, I love it. So I'll give the Polar Bears a shout-out anytime they can, and they have a really good team this year. They're up on Montgomery County 53-46. That's some of the scores that I see to bring you from around, even though that's not necessarily the region, it's around the Commonwealth. And again, anytime I can give a shout-out to the Polar Bears are going to get that shout-out. 43-13, Lady Cougs on top. We'll run down the scoring for the first half of play after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Something.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are on top of the Commanderettes of Washington County, 43-13 at the half. Running down the scoring for the first half of play. First for the Commanderettes, 4 points from Ari Edelin, 3 points from Nastasia Riley, and then 2 each from Izzy Medley, Tashira Smalley, and Zakiah Hughes. For Grayson County, it was Sydney Perkins. She led the way. She had 18 points. 8 points for Arissa Riggs. 4 points apiece for Kennedy Green and Peyton Bowman. 3 for Ella Narvaez, Lucy Torrance, Isabel Blanton, and Bree Jones. Each had 2 points to pace Grayson County there at scoring. 8 different players score. You score 43 points in the half, and you only allow 13. I think that's a recipe for a pretty good half of action if you are wearing orange and blue tonight or wearing orange and blue sitting on your couch. Even if you're not wearing orange and blue, if you're just a Cougar fan or just a fan of basketball, then you got to feel pretty good if you're up by 30, allowing only 13 points. We'll take a break. Second half's next here on K105.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Washington County has the basketball to start the second half of play. 43-13. Sydney Perkins 18 first half points to pace the way for Grayson County. Looks like starters on the floor for both teams, and immediately a steal by Arissa Riggs. She throws it the length of the floor to Green. Green gives it back to Renfro, who spins it around. Outside to Van Meter, who's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. 43 first half points for the Lady Cougars. As a pass from Renfro into the near corner to Green goes off her hands and out of bounds. But that 43 first half points to only 13 allowed doesn't get much better than allowing 13 points and a half. I mean, you look back to their game against University Heights, they allowed 14. So even better than that. Now Kennedy Green gets her hand on a pass, takes it away, Euro step, layup, oh, in and out. I thought it was going in, but the rebound is out of bounds off of Washington County. That was, again, we've talked about this so much with Todd Johnston. We've seen these moves from Kennedy Green like that. It's exactly what you want. The steal, the coast, the little Euro step, just didn't go in, and that'll come. Green gets it, hands it off to Van Meter, deep on the left wing. Van Meter drives in at the left elbow, picks up her dribble, gives it to Riggs, too high on the pass, goes out of bounds, and it'll be Washington County basketball. Washington County is located in Springfield, Kentucky. Springfield, noted by filmmakers as Hollywood South. It is the site of Kentucky's first and only movie soundstage. As Green gets her hand on another pass, takes it away, passes into the middle to Riggs. Riggs hand off to Perkins, layup too hard. Rebound out of bounds off of Washington County. We'll come back to that point there in just a few moments, as it'll be Grayson County basketball from underneath of their own basket. Almost too unselfish from Riggs. Passes into the near corner to Perkins. Right side Riggs, off to the left side to Green, right through her hands, and it is going to be saved in bounds. It was caught in between Green's legs. Washington County got it, now they throw it away. It's taken away by Riggs. Riggs at the right side, picks up her dribble, passes it into the near corner to Van Meter, who splits defenders. Van Meter gets around a third, misses the layup inside. Rebound on the floor, coming up with it was Edelin. Edelin down the near side of the floor, crosses it. Perkins gets her hand in and knocks it out of bounds. Washington County's going to keep the basketball. As mentioned, though, the Springfield Bonded Film Complex came a part of the burgeoning film industry in Kentucky. They came up with a tax credit, and that's based in Springfield, just about an hour away. Right side three off the inbounds by Riley is in and out. It's rebounded on the floor, taken away by Washington County. Putting it back up, shot no good. Riggs gets the rebound, but it's knocked out of bounds off of Washington. And Grayson County's got to get the basketball. Some notable people from Washington County. The parents of a guy you might know, Abraham Lincoln, you may have heard of him. Phil Simms, former NFL quarterback, current analyst on the NFL Today on CBS. He ended up moving to Louisville when he was in elementary school, but was born in Washington County. As Van Meter has it on the left wing for Grayson County. Paul Derringer, who is a member of the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. He was a part of the inaugural class of that, as Renfro drives down the right side, misses the layup, and it's rebounded by the Commanderettes. Up the far side of the floor comes the Washington County as it's Newton. Feeds it into the middle, shot off to the left side, no good. Edelin gets the rebound. Outside now, it's tapped off, and it was tapped into the backcourt. Riley's got it down the right side, runs right into Van Meter. Loose ball, jump ball is going to give Grayson County the basketball. And the final notable person from Washington County that I wanted to make sure to mention is a guy by the name of Shipwreck Kelly. He played football at the University of Kentucky and was a player, coach, and owner for the NFL team, the Brooklyn Dodgers, back in the 1930s. Yes, I said that correctly. Player, coach, and owner for the NFL Brooklyn Dodgers. In the near corner comes Perkins, takes one dribble outside to Riggs. Riggs off to the left side to Van Meter. Van Meter into the far corner to Green. Green back deep on the left wing to Van Meter, who's going to set things up. 43-13, Grayson County on top. 5:15 to go in the third quarter. 3 near side. Perkins, nothing but net. Sydney Perkins has got 21 points, and it's all Lady Cougars. 46-13 as we approach a potential running clock situation. Right side 3 to answer for Washington County is an air ball, but rebounded by Edelin on the inside. She misses the putback inside Newton. She misses it. Another rebound is off of Renfro for Grayson, and it's going to stay Commanderette basketball. Oh. Sydney Perkins picks up a foul, rather. I missed that one happening. It's her second, team's first. Passing in, bounce pass, blocked by Green on the inside. Knocked out to Van Meter, who works in transition. Van Meter down the right side. She is fouled by Riley, who came in too hard trying to block the shot and instead made some contact with the arm. For Riley, that is her fourth. And to the free throw line will be Sutton Van Meter. She's one of the lone players to not score in this game that has appeared tonight. It's her and Renfro and Logston are the only 3 that have not found their name into the scorebook. Van Meter will go to the line. She will shoot 2 here. The sophomore lets the first one fly. It is good, so she gets her name into the scorebook. Last season, Sutton Van Meter from the free throw line, 63.6%. She was battling Sydney Perkins for most of last season for leading the team in that category. Second one is good as well. And we are in a running clock situation for the remainder of this game as it's 48-13. Grayson County on top of Washington County. Renfro gets her hand in on the ball. Interior pass knocked around, taken away on the inside by Washington. Outside to Logston as it poked away by Green into the hands of Renfro. Lady Cougars have numbers. Renfro down the right side, flips it up. Shot's no good, but she'll go to the free throw line. And I like that there from Washington County. Renfro, kind of a hard foul. She'll go to the line. Foul's called on Olivia Moore. It's her first, team's first of the second half, but Izzy Medley went immediately over to help her up. I like seeing that. Renfro misses the first free throw. She'll try to put her name into the scorebook with a bucket here. Second one for Renfro is good. 10 Lady Cougars have scored, 11 have played. That'll get it done. 49-13. Washington County still looking for their first points of the second half of action. Bounce pass. Perkins knocks it out of bounds. Perkins has got those quick hands. Sometimes she gets herself in trouble in doing so, picking up little fouls, but sometimes she does just that and just gets her hand enough in the passing lane to knock it out of bounds. Bounce pass inside, taken away by Van Meter. Van Meter is fouled immediately as she is touched by Logston. Her first, team's third of the second half of action. .333 left here in the third quarter. Grayson County on top 49-13 against Washington County. Renfro crosses it to Perkins, way too high, and it smacks off of the bleachers and goes out of bounds. Grayson County obviously back in action tomorrow in what is a big game as they will host Edmondson County in a huge 12th District doubleheader. Bounce pass inside. Van Meter might have gotten away with a foul. Instead, it's thrown away by the Commanderettes into the hand of Riggs. Riggs weaves through traffic. Right side layup. Got it for Riggs down the right side. She moves into double figures with 10 points. Grayson County's on top 51-13. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Bounce pass to the free throw line to Smalley. Smalley inside, knocked around, taken away. Loose ball, jump ball. Got to stay with Washington. Be Newton to trigger in from underneath the basket. Gets it in, right side 3 is up and good. The first 3 of the game, it is Smalley who puts it in. She's got 5 points. She came into this game not taking a lot of threes. 4 of 6, though, so she's very efficient when she does shoot it. Maybe she needs to shoot some couple more. Renfro has her pass knocked back into the backcourt. She chases it back down. She's double-teamed, bumped. And a foul called by the official, John Bettner. Called on Olivia Moore, her second, team's 4th. 150 and counting. Left here in the third quarter, 51-15. Grayson County on top of Washington County. Van Meter gets it into Renfro. Renfro with a left hand takes it over to the far side of the floor on the left side. Renfro setting up the offense. Handoff pass to Perkins. Perkins thought about the deep three. Instead gives it outside to Van Meter. Van Meter to the left side. Bounce pass to the right elbow to Riggs. Riggs into the near corner to Green. Green fakes the drive. Has it poked and picked away. And here come the Commanderettes. Right up the middle with the basketball comes Edelin. Inside shot no good by Medley. But she's fouled by Grayson County.
Grayson County foul number 11, Sutton Van Meter, her first.
Sutton Van Meter picks up her first foul. Team's second. To the line will be Olivia Mabry. That'll be Izzy Medley. She's 1 of 6 from the free throw line in this game. And the free throw is in and out. Washington County has a team from the free throw line 43% this season. The freshman Medley lets the second one fly. It's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Washington County. It's stripped and taken away. Riggs knocked it into the hands of Van Meter. Van Meter, an outlet to Renfro. Renfro down the left side, gets around the defender, crosses it to Perkins. Perkins gets around one from 15 feet on the near side. Just a little too long. Commanderettes get the rebound. Grayson County going to go back into a half-court defense. Kennedy Green setting up the top of their 1-3-1 zone. Pass bobbled. Perkins had it, gains it back. Here comes Grayson as Perkins is weaving down here towards the near side of the floor. Bumped. She moves down. Kiss off the glass. Too hard on it. Rebounded by the Commanderettes. 51-15. Down the near side of the floor. Jump shot by Logston. Shot's no good. Rebound put back inside. No good. The second chance is good by Edelin. She's got 6 points, 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Inside to Green. Green drives the near baseline, wasn't even touched. No attempt at defending. Kennedy Green just drives down and gets it in. 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Driving in, jump pass off to the right side. A line drive three. The bank is not open. And at the end of the third quarter of play, it is Grayson County on top of Washington County 53-17. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Grayson County leads 53-17 as we start our final quarter of play here from the Cougar Den. It'll be all new players in the game for the Lady Cougars as you've got Jones, Narvaez, Torrance, Blanton, and Logston into the game. Logston is the only player who's played tonight that is yet to find the scorebook. She's got it on the right wing. Out front to Blanton. Blanton drives down the right side, gets around the defender, blocked out of bounds. Nice help defense by Izzy Medley to come out and block Blanton's shot. Out of bounds. It'll be Jones to pass in from underneath her own basket. She scans it in, throws it into Torrance, and Torrance is bumped and fouled by Edelin. For Edelin, that is her 4th and the team's 5th. Jones gets it into Logston in the near corner. Logston bounce pass, and another foul is going to be called on Edelin as Lucy Torrance loses her shoe. And for Edelin, that'll be her game. She'll foul out with 6 points today. And technically, I believe the time should stop here because it is a timeout. Peyton Bowman comes in as Lucy Torrance will take a seat to fix her shoe. Sometimes that happens. Scott Elder, the head coach for the Commanderettes, is talking with one of the officials, and not sure if that was two of these officials today. Jim O'Brien and Joe Jeffries are from the 5th region, as there's a pass down to the left block from Jones to Narvaez. Too hard on the layup, and now a foul on Jones is going to be whistled. That'll be her second and the team's third. I'm not sure if that conversation from Scott Elder and the official, it was either Jim O'Brien or Joe Jeffries. I don't know which one is which. I'm not sure if that was a, hey, how you doing? You know, we're 5th region, as there's a ball out of bounds off of the Commanderettes on the far side of the floor. I'm not sure if it was just one of those, in fact, I'm sure Todd Johnston has officials that he's close with. Since he's been coaching for as long as he has, he knows them, and he's probably made comments saying, where are you going to dinner sometimes? Inside, falling down with the ball was Blanton. No whistle. Appeared that was actually just pretty good defense by Washington County as Blanton tried to split the double team, and when she did, she just fell down. Riley straight away. Out front, deep three, right side is an air ball, and it'll go out of bounds. And Grayson County is going to get the basketball back. 5:15 left here in quarter number 4. 53-17, Grayson County on top of Washington County. Jones to set things up at the top of the key. She picks up her dribble at the logo. Trying to find help, finds it to the right wing to Bowman. Bowman with a left hand, takes it back out front now to Logston. Logston deep on the left side. Right side, Narvaez. Narvaez jump pass into Jones down the right side. Layup good for Bree Jones. It's the first points of the 4th quarter of play. Off the right side. Driving down. Shot is up. No good by Riley. That ball went up and it just kind of died on the back of the rim. Narvaez will pick up the foul. That is her first. And the team's 4th. To the line. First free throw is no good by Riley. Lucy Torrance re-enters. Isabel Blanton will take a seat. Second free throw is short. Rebounded on the floor by Logston for Grayson County. In the middle comes Jones. 4:17 to go here in tonight's game. Jones down the right side, picks up her dribble, drives in, floats it up, shot good for Bree Jones. She's got 6 points. 57-17, 4:05 left here in quarter number 4. Over to the far side, driving in, dumping it off, far side 3. The bank is not open, rebound put back inside, good. Shot made by Newton on the interior. It's her first basket of the game. Logston at the top of the key, bounce pass to Bowman. Bowman drives in. Off to the right side, crosses it out front to Logston. Logston at the free throw line, drives in, layup, no good, but Lexi Logston will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Washington County foul number 32, Smalley, that's her first.
For Smalley, that is her first.
Lexi Logston at the line for Grayson.
Team's 7th, Lexi Logston to the line to shoot 2. She's 0 of 2 in this game. Got some subs that will come in at the next stoppage of play, which will be after this free throw by Logston, whether she makes it or misses it. And it is no good. Into the game, you'll have Emma Kokenauer and their player into the game is Jada Draper. Second free throw by Logston, no good. She misses that one. Rebound on the floor is a loose ball, and we're going to have a jump ball. And possession will head towards the Commanderettes. 57-19, Grayson on top of Washington County. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left here in quarter number 4. Newton on the right side. Fires a pass. Inside, taken away by Jones. Jones down the right side, driving coast-to-coast layup. Jones lays it in. She's got 6 in the quarter, 8 for the game. It's 59-19. Grayson on top by 40 here tonight. And now a 3 left side is off to the left, no good. Rebounded by Bowman for Grayson County. So 3 was by Draper. Right side, Logston, bounce pass to Narvaez, inside to Bowman, right side layup, good for Peyton Bowman. Bowman's got a new career high at 6 points. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, a foul is going to be whistled on Torrance. That'll be her first, team's 5th. Into the game will be Zakiah Hughes for Washington County. And for Grayson County will be Isabel Blanton in place of Bree Jones. 2 minutes left here in the game. 61-19, Grayson County on top. It'll be Kokenauer, the trigger in from underneath the maroon basket. Throws it into the right side, driving in, pulling up, right side shot. Newton puts it in on the right side. She's got 4 points. Nice little curl in the basket on that right side. Right side, Logston for Grayson. Still looking for her first basket of the game. Out front to Torrance, all over to Blanton. Left wing 3 for Blanton is in and out. Rebounded on the floor by Torrance. She saves it in bounds, and it's going to go out. Lucy Torrance, again, she's done that a couple of times where she's gotten the rebound. It's just that the out of bounds has come and gotten her. Minute 15 to go. Lady Cougars will improve to 2-3 on the year. So Washington County throws this into the backcourt, and it's just going to keep rolling. And was that not over and back? I guess it was not. I guess it was tipped. Over on the far side, now the ball is knocked in and saved in bounds by Washington County into the hands of Logston. Torrance inside to Blanton on the left block. Blanton feeds it outside to Bowman. Bowman spins it around, gives it back to Blanton on the far side with 40 seconds to go. Inside to Bowman. Bowman shot left side, good for Peyton Bowman. Bowman's got 8 points. 30 seconds to go, 63-21. Outside. 3, right side, Newton is an air ball into the hands of Blanton with 20 seconds to go. Let's see if Grayson will just dribble this one out or if they'll keep on going. 15 seconds to go. You got the younger players in the game I'm always fine with if you just want to go. 8 seconds to go here. Narvaez drives in, right side shot. She's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line, which will be the final play pretty much of this game with 2.6 seconds to go.
Washington County foul number 23, Draper, her second, team's 8th.
It's foul on Draper. It's her second.
Narvaez at the line for 2.
Narvaez will shoot 2. First one is good. One ended up banking in because she shoots that line drive free throw. And listen, it goes in. It doesn't matter what it looks like. But it went in with so much velocity, it bounced out, hit off the backboard, and went back in. Second one's no good. We have a lane violation called against Grayson County. 2.6 seconds to go, 64-21. Washington County will just dribble this one out. And the Lady Cougs pick up the win as there's a half-court shot at the buzzer. No good, off to the left. Your final score tonight, Grayson County 64, Washington County 21. As this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County is a winner tonight against Washington County by a final score of 64-21. Coming up, we'll jump into the fifth quarter show and recap it all. Again, your final score, Grayson County 64, Washington County 21. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Oh, that stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money, so...
if you guys wanted me... OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog! He's a fake!
Oh! I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars pick up a win against the Washington County Commanderettes tonight by a final score of 64-21. Big-time offensive performance where 10 different Lady Cougars score, paced by Sydney Perkins, 21 points. The second time she's gone over 20 in the past 3 games. After having a little bit of a slower start to the season, Sydney is rounding into form, and no better time that she's doing that when you look to tomorrow and, oh, yeah, who's coming up tomorrow? Edmonson County? I'm always told that means a little bit more when the Lady Cats come here to the Cougar Den. If you're listening right now or watching with us, And you don't have plans tomorrow night, come out, wear your Cougar orange and blue. It should be two great games. Come out, support the team, support the community, and if not, join us. We're fine with that as well, and watch the game and cheer on the Cougars from home in what should be an exciting matchup. We'll take a break. Talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston, after this. Again, your final score, Grayson County 64, Washington County 21. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars pick up a win tonight, 64-21. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. And Coach, we got to make sure he can get down there.
I'm worried about him.
I was going to say, one of our crew – oh, man, he slides down the bleachers. One of our crew members.
He's got something in his pocket.
It's probably a Coke or a barbecue sandwich or something. He learned something about Alex Cook there. That man keeps the concession stand open over there. He does a lot. And – about the game tonight, 64-21. I mean, again, you had 10 players score. Your offense looked very similar to it did on Saturday, and this wasn't a game from the start.
And, you know, what I like about it is the ball movement against the zones. The 1-3-1 or the 3-2, we really move the ball in and out. And, you know, when you move the ball, I was telling the girls, I read an article today, over 10 years of some kind of research on basketball, that shooting percentage increases on the first ball reversal by 8%. The second ball reversal, almost another full 8%. So, I mean, you look at something like that and telling the girls, just turn down a good shot. We'll get a great shot if we get the ball reversed. We go in, we play out. And then eventually it's going to find Sydney after a few ball reversals. And if you leave her open in the corners, in the zone, or even on the wings, she's going to make 50% of those. And we'll take that all day, obviously. And then Arissa played so strong in the middle. That's why I've moved her in the middle, just about everything we do. And really good driving, can handle physical play, contact, and then finish making layups, making short jumpers, making runners, and then stepping to the free throw line and making her free throws. So really, really pleased with how she's playing. And Kennedy, again, I thought played well, made a heck of a Euro move down here. Which
after stealing, I mean.
And again, she is getting better every game, and playing with confidence, and that's what we need. And, you know, we're going to need a big game out of her tomorrow against the size that Edmonson County has.
We We got another camera that's about to get locked in there, too.
He's running. You got to give him an A for effort.
Tell you what, Coach Kincaid isn't screwing around today.
No, he's ready to get us out of here.
He's ready to get us out of here.
He's got to get home and watch Thursday night football.
Yeah, he really wants to watch the Raiders and the Rams or something. The real football is played on Sunday when the Bengals play. But Arissa's where I wanted to go next because I feel like I've kind of left her out of interviews because I think if you asked her, she'd probably be one of the first people to say that last year wasn't who she was. Didn't play great the entire year. She had some big games. She had a big game in the district tournament, if my memory is right. But I think she thinks she's better than what she showed last year. And I think the start to this year, knock on wood, I don't know that you could have asked much more from her.
Yeah, and, some of the things that happened last year were extremely hard on her. One, I was playing her out of position, trying to make her handle the ball all the time. And then after that, trying to make her play the 2 spot all the time. And now we've moved her around, and she is so comfortable with the ball right now. And all that mess we had against Ohio County the other night, she had 1 turnover. And, she's playing strong. She's playing smart. And that started this summer. I mean, she was locked in, had a great summer for us, and it's carried over. She's shooting a high percentage from threes just because, and she's not taking so many. Last year, I think she thought she had to be a 3-point shooter, and she took a lot of threes. Now she's taking threes, but they're really good threes. And, again, she's made, probably 45, 50% of them. And I don't think she made one tonight, but I can only remember her taking one. And
she did not, no.
And it was in and out, did everything but go in.
Oh, yep.
In that first half over here. And so she'll shoot a high percentage from threes when she's taking good shots and it's within the offense. But I feel like last year, obviously, she thought she had to score for us, and she did. We needed her to score for us, but she's playing free, playing strong, and doing a really good job. And I'm really proud of her. And now we got to get a couple more going, and Sydney going again, and firing on all cylinders. And now that we got Kennedy going, Arissa's going, Briley does what Briley does. Still got to get Sutton going a little bit. I feel like she's playing with a lot of stress right now, trying to free her up, get her to just play. And so when she comes around and plays like we know she can, that's when we'll have all of us clicking on all cylinders.
Briley, I like to describe her as, and it's I think her role, it's the best compliment you can give, is she's a pest. She's annoying.
I would hate to play against her.
I agreed. She would drive me crazy because she's short in stature. She plays a lot taller, and, I mean, she just gets her hands in there. And another thing with her, too, is I think if you put her in against the boys and had her go up against the tallest player in the state of Kentucky, whoever it is, I'm sure she'd be fighting for a rebound like crazy because she don't care.
And that's right. And then she's gotten really good on the drive, and we work on this all the time. Our guards are so small that they have to learn to finish at different levels. They just can't just turn and shoot a layup straight, squared up to the defense. They're not going to make it. So Briley's gotten really good about getting underneath and using that little flip shot. Sydney does a good job of that as well. Sutton does. Now they're just not going right now, but Sutton does that too. But we're getting underneath the defense instead of always shooting it squared up to the defense. We're getting underneath them. Briley's gotten really good at that little reverse where she drives baseline underneath. She's made 3 or 4 of those this year. So those are things that we work on because our guards have to score in different ways because when they get inside, they're so small. They have to be able to be creative, use their footwork, score at different levels.
Tomorrow night, I know we've talked about it a couple of times. Like I'll say it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Doesn't matter if you're 30-0 or it's the 1976 boys team for Edmondson against the 01, right? Best team.
Yep.
Can't say that. Can't
say it out loud.
Yeah, I know. I might get Travis Johnson.
Travis might hear us.
Yeah, he might be coming to us. His argument would be is that his team was the only one that got the win, though, in the Sweet 16.
That's true.
And he can hold that.
That's the smartest team that's been out here. I'll say that.
But then I'm sure if Superintendent Robinson's listening, he'll be saying 93. Where are we at?
No, they're third in that conversation. and there's probably about 5 other teams better than that team. That team wasn't that good. I don't know how they won it.
Because that's when they actually got to move it around.
I just said that for Doug, so hopefully he's listening.
I hope he's listening too. Or I'm sure you know who will be listening is Ernie Perkins.
That's
sure
right.
He'll be listening.
Yep.
I'm sure you might get a text message or something later. But it's Edmondson County. Yep. I love the Edmondson County rivalry for that reason, like we just talked about, is because it's a lot of fun. It'll be physical. This gym hopefully will be packed with people. What do you want to see from your team to carry over 64 points? You don't need 64 tomorrow, but to carry it to 45-50.
45-50 wins tomorrow, and that's what it was last year, and we couldn't get there. And the number one thing on tomorrow night is we've got to limit their second chances. They're big, they're strong. Williams has really improved, and she's really aggressive and goes after balls. So we've got to have a body on her the entire time. And their wings, Webb and number 32, and I'm drawing a blank on her name right now. But
yep, I was starting my
White.
report for that. Yes.
I think it's White. They're long. They get after it. They're aggressive. So if we do not rebound and they get to play volleyball with it up on the rim, we're not going to like the result. And if we rebound like we did tonight, we're going to get beat 10+ tomorrow, because they're not a great offensive team. They're not a great shooting team, but when you can go get it and get second chances, it's one of those things that keep me up tonight is how are we going to rebound with them. And with Williams again inside, getting shots in the paint are hard to come by. So it'll be their posts against our guards, and we'll see what happens. And not that they don't have good guards. It's just for us to win, our guards have to play well. For them to win, I think their bigs will have a bigger factor in what happens tomorrow night than our bigs, for example.
Coach, can't wait for it tomorrow night. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
That's head coach Todd Johnston. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
At Midway Pharmacy.
Just I lied.
Words tell you everything you need to know. That's why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars pick up a big win against Washington County 64-21. Try to run down a quick score, too. In girls basketball, E-Town defeats Central Hardin 41-14. Natalie Gentry for LaRue County scores 44 points, and they defeat Campbellsville tonight. And they don't tell me the final score. That's always great to say. Thank you to them. It's always nice to say that we win. We didn't say actually how we won or what the final score was or anything that goes along with that. And honestly, that's most of the scores that we have to bring you right now. Final score here from Grayson County High School, 64-21. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is vaping? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the
left. To the right.
Let's go. Oh, honey, Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County a 64-21 winner against Washington County. Running down the scoring from this game, first for the Commanderettes, 8 from Ari Edlin, 4 each from Tashiria Smalley and Kylie Newton, 3 from Natasia Riley, and then 2 each for Izzy Medley and for Zakiah Hughes. For Grayson County, it was Sydney Perkins who led the way. She had 21 points, 10 points for Arissa Riggs, 8 points apiece for Bree Jones and Peyton Bowman, 6 points from Kennedy Green, 4 points for Ella Narvaez, 2 each for Isabel Blanton, Lucy Torrance, and Sutton Van Meter, and Bradley Renfro rounded out the scoring with 1 point. 10 different Lady Cougars scored in the win. Looking ahead to the schedule for the remainder of the week, be a girl-boy doubleheader at home tomorrow against Edmonson County. 6 o'clock will be the official start time of that game, so our coverage begins at about 5:40 right here on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions. Next week, we'll have games. Our crew will be at East Hardin against Central Hardin for Grayson County, and then Friday and Saturday as well next week. That'll wrap up our coverage tonight. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Your camera operator was Alex Cook, and he has seemed to have disappeared somewhere, so hopefully we'll be able to find him. Maybe he's run off and found some concession stands somewhere. And your director was Jaden Kinney. So tonight we're Grayson County